Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Oh, man, I am super excited for my next guest today because he brought along some surprises with him. And, of course, everybody knows how much I love those surprises from my amazing viewers and our amazing community here in Fresno, Clovis, the entire Central Valley. If you are in need of maybe getting some stickers, some prints, I have just the idea for you. Joining us live in our Tower District studios today, this is Zach from the Print Lab. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, man. Same thing, different day. How you doing, brother?
Very good. I found you on Instagram.
Awesome.
So, these logos, I don't know if we can get a tight shot of this. We'll work on getting a tight shot of this. But let's start from the very beginning. How long have you been printing now for?
We've been printing for about a year and a half.
Okay.
The machine was basically passed down from me from another gentleman who moved, and he was going to take the machine, and in the middle of it, I was like, why don't I buy it off you? You don't have to have the shipping cost, and we'll go ahead and try to take over Fresno, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here we are a year later. We learned some new tricks. We learned how to fix the printer, and it wound up being really good because in Fresno with Art Hop, with all the other vendors just trying to get their word out or their Instagram going, their followers, it pushes them to the next level of where they can actually create a base of people who could then go ahead and be like, hey, I went here, look, here's my QR code, here's my scannable barcode, whatever you need, and it pushes them to be a better vendor to everybody else, almost like finding you a lot easier. And that's what we're about. We're really trying to give the vendors out here a better price, a better turnaround time, and just trying to get more people of the word of what you're trying to get out,
Well, tell me, so for vendors specifically, move, sorry. Like that? Okay.
There you go.
My question, though, I'm going to hold this up so you can kind of get a tight shot eventually. But, where is it? Right there. It's so good. It's so nice. So I want to make sure that we show this. But, and now I totally lost my frame of mind. So I gotta be honest. I had COVID like a month ago.
I saw it on your Instagram. Yeah.
And this is the weirdest thing, but since I have it, I have this brain fog.
Really?
Yeah. So I can't. I'll be in the middle of a conversation and then just. No clue what I'm talking about. So, anyways,
in the clouds.
Yeah. But apparently, the variant that I got, that one affects the brain.
Oh,
so
okay.
it damages the brain. So I may never be the same again. Anyways, that's just a side
Everyone
story.
Pray for Reed.
Yeah, right. There you go. But let's get back to the Print Lab. That was I remembered it. See, it eventually comes back, so that's good. Do you work with a lot of vendors?
Yeah.
Is that kind of your demo?
That's where it started and then bloomed. So we're only on Instagram. We don't have a storefront. Everything's straight out of my house in a mailbox like a Dropbox. So when you get off of work, you can come by, pick it up, and go. If you're at midnight, you do the night shift or the graveyard shift, you come pick it up. Because that's what a vendor is they're not only doing what they love at the shops or at the stores or whatever, but then they have the second job. And so everyone seems like a real big hustler. And in Fresno especially, you got a lot of hard workers out here, And so when they do that hard work, it is nice for them to just come to their logo and just be able to be like, hey, Zach's got your back,
So you made this for me, and these are two different ones. This I really like because you cut out the whole logo here, and this one is freaking awesome too. Is it as simple as you get the logo from your customer and then you kind of take over?
Yeah. So we don't do any of the artwork. All these wonderful vendors come to us with their artwork. We're able to just draw the line around it and then cut very deep to where it's ready to go.
Right.
And when you do it like that, it kind of just it's an eye catcher. If you saw this on a stop sign, you're gonna remember my name.
Right.
And
Right.
that's what we're trying to get to other people.
Yep.
Is
Yep.
that's how it is, you know. And being a vendor, you know, they just drove there. They have to set up,
Right.
and then back away. So when you have somebody in your corner who's able to just go, just shoot me your logo, brother. We'll do it. It's like having a friend with the printer, you know.
Right.
They're not gonna say no. It's gonna take about an hour, and we're on the road, you know. So
It's that simple.
yeah, it is that simple for us at least. You know?
For you guys, yeah.
When we first started, it wasn't that simple.
Uh-huh.
You know, it took us a while to get where we're going. Once we had a flow, I feel like people in Fresno responded to it because, you know, they wanted it that day. And we were trying to get it to do one day. And we finally got it to where it's like an hour.
Well, that's
an hour.
good.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
knocking out like 100 3x3s at a time. So it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
And that's why I was trying to like, Austin Reed, we got to get his logo.
Yeah.
We got to put it on there.
That's right, because
Yeah.
we only spoke, just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So
Just real quick.
Again, you can do this immediately. Different colors, obviously.
Yes.
This one I really like because it's popping.
Yes.
It pops, and it's got kind of a cool little not tint, but it looks shiny.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
The gloss finish really does help.
Turn it. Okay.
The shine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, although it's reflected. Don't worry, everybody. I'm gonna post all three of these on my Instagram. So,
Perfect.
and I'll
Perfect.
tag you.
And that's really the key. Is Instagram is bringing everybody in Fresno, I feel, together, and you know, it's a wonderful thing. I mean, it brought us together.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as I saw who you were representing and what you're doing, I was like, we got to make them a sticker. We got to
Thank
get
you.
your brand out there
I
too.
know, yeah.
If you want some of these big ones, just call me, man.
these
We'll
are
knock it out.
these are freaking awesome. Okay, so pricing, is it different? Every package is different.
We try to keep it to where it's simple. So if you're basically, let me grab this. If you're a 3x3 square or smaller than this, it's $15 for 100.
$15 for 100.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dang.
And so we're just trying to shoot it out, slap them all over the town. If they rip off, you got another 100 more ready to go behind it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and
'Cause
then-
that's the game we're playing
Yeah,
right now. Is
right.
you're trying to label and look as good as, you know, Pepsi, Sprite,
right.
McDonald's. You know what I mean? And when the gloss finish hits it,
Yeah.
and you look at it in your hand,
Right.
it's another sale. You know?
Yeah, it is. Well, and I want to talk about that, right? Branding, identity, imaging. Imaging is a TV news word. Sorry, I shouldn't have used that. But, you know, how important is it for, even though they're a vendor, it's a small business,
Right.
but I know that there's a lot of vendors that are like, well, I'm too small to have something this fancy.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thought is we send them to either an artist that we know, or we go to this website called Fiverr. And Fiverr is basically freelancers all around the world who do artistry work, and they basically get it done within 2 days, and we'll get the artwork and we're able to print as, you know, high gloss as you need it. But that's really where we come in to just let people know we're not a graphic artist. This is literally 2021, people. We just established it. We just started getting off our feet and moving. And
Right.
and when it comes down to it, it's just we don't have all the tools to get there yet, you know. And we're the first one to admit it because we're not the biggest print shop. It's out of my house, like I said. We're just trying to make it more convenient for people to get branded and stickered, just like the big companies do, you know.
Well, and also everybody, just for me being a small business owner too, having stuff like this kind of brings you up, right?
Yes.
It takes you one step above.
Absolutely. People see you differently almost, you know what I mean? So once you do get a brand, you should put it on everything. Absolutely. Everybody, if you can hear my voice, shirts, t-shirts, shoes, socks, put it on everything. Give it to your family, your friends, get it out there. In Fresno, if you have a brand, your friend is wanting to rock your brand. You know, they want to see it. They want to see you get bigger. And that's the cool thing about Fresno is, you know, if my man is rocking his own brand, I want to rock his brand, you know, and that's the love you get in Tower, you know?
Yeah,
And
so
so-
we live in a really great place, and I feel like it's only getting better and better just in the last few years. The art community is really kind of exploding. More people are opening up small businesses.
They
Okay, we've got about a minute left.
Gotcha.
I want to ask you, a year from now, where do you want to be with the Print Lab?
We'd like to be doing shirts. We see a huge need out for shirts. If we can get shirts to people within an hour, we're going to take over the town.
All right. So. You heard it here first, everybody.
Right here, Austin Reed.
Thank you, brother. People can learn more. What's the best way? IG, right?
Yeah, Instagram is primarily there. We only do it that way because we want to see other people's brands. There's a lot of people that ask a lot of questions and don't do the follow through. And so if we see a page that is obviously on their game, they're at every art hop, they're at every River Park, Fig Garden, those markets. Yeah. We want to work with you. If you don't have no pictures on Instagram, it's a good way to know you're probably not up to that standard. But if you got a logo, you're ready to rock, we're ready to rock.
Well, and I gave you zero direction too to make this. So that's a good thing.
Right. We've been in it to where we're like, what's eye catching? What's going to get you another customer? And
that's also eye catching too.
Oh, definitely. We watched a couple of your streams and podcasts, and we were just kind of like, you know what? We're going to wear something that hopefully the camera could be able to see a little better.
Thanks for not wearing green.
No, definitely.
Green screen. So, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you again for all of this. Again, everybody, make sure you connect with the Print Lab on Instagram. Let's do a follow-up interview a year from now, okay?
Sounds good, brother.
All right.
I'll be there.
Thank you, brother. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more right after this.